Hi, it's Sean. It's Wednesday evening, and I just wrapped up a amazing day of learning for keynote speakers at an event called Three Ring Circus in Detroit, Michigan. And I had something that came across the plate today that I thought might be worth sharing for people, because I've heard a lot of stories in my day, but I heard a story today that I had not heard of, and it really got me thinking a lot about this idea. And the story goes like this. Somebody was with Pavarotti, glad handing him before he was going to do a concert the next day in whatever town he was in. And he was being asked questions about going out and going to dinner and doing something, and he said, I really can't do that the night before I perform. I have to stay in and rest my voice and be ready for tomorrow. And the lady he was talking to said, wow, you're so disciplined. And he said, it's not discipline, it's devotion. And as soon as I heard that, it made me feel great. I don't know how it struck you, but I just couldn't get it out of my head all day long. Years ago, when I had my first coaching session with a professional coach, we had it figured out that I really had an aversion to the word goals. And so we created a rule that we couldn't use the word goals in my session. We had to replace the word goals with intentions. And so we talked about what my intentions were. And I gotta tell you, when I heard it's not discipline, it's devotion today, I just have not been able to get that out of my mind. And I'm hoping that by sharing that here, that it strikes a similar chord with you, because I think that we get caught up wondering if we're disciplined enough, that we might not have enough structure in our life, or we might not do some things that other people seem to do really, really well. And maybe it's not a discipline issue, maybe it's just a devotion issue. And if you're devoted and you have a sense of devotion to something that you love, or something that you treat as a priority, or something that you're very purposeful about, you will show up with the right actions, and you will take care of what you need to take care of and get done what needs to get done to make those things happen. So I hope you think about it like I think about it, and I hope that my sharing it does something for you that it did for me, and that it gave me something academically stimulating to ponder, and something I think that will make a nice, impactful difference in the way I approach certain things, and maybe the way I coach or consult or share information with people down the road. But there's a difference between those two things, discipline and devotion. They're very different, but they can produce the same result, just maybe in a different way, or maybe it's just a different perspective. But if you are concerned if you're disciplined enough, maybe think about whether or not you're devoted enough. Maybe you have devotion, but you don't have discipline. Maybe you have discipline, but you don't feel devoted. Just something to ponder, food for thought. Consider it my thought for the day as we wrap up this Wednesday, December 4th. Thanks for listening. Talk to you soon.